Gentlemen, what's happening? It's Owen and I'm at a conference here in Palm Springs. Some of the biggest YouTubers in the world, certainly some of the most popular YouTubers in the world are here. You have to have, at least 300,000 subscribers to even be invited here. And that means that there are lots of pretty women. There are lots of things to look at. And I want to talk today about how to honor your wife with your eyes and with your words, even when you're away on a business trip when no one is looking. And I'm not trying to say, oh, hey, it's okay to look or like, hey, all guys do this. We certainly don't. But for those of you that struggle and maybe you feel awkward, like you don't know what to do when you're in some of these situations, and they can happen. I want to talk to you about some different tactics, techniques, things that you can actually do when situations arrive to honor your wife, love on your wife, even when you're away at a conference or a business trip. That's coming up on Thriving Sexy Marriage. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Owen, and me and my wife Theresa are marriage coaches. We're marriage mentors. We work with couples in a premarital sense, and we also work with couples as they're going through struggles in their marriage. And we have seen our couples regain the strength in their marriage. We have seen the people we have worked with get married and live thriving, sexy marriages, and we hope the same for you. So if you're struggling in your marriage and you want your marriage, your bad marriage to get good, or if you've got a good marriage and you want to get it even better, then subscribe to this channel and be a part of our community. I associate with a lot of business people, and we're often in a high pressure, lot of coffee, moving around all the time type of environment. And I have seen marriages completely crumble because of the lack of self-control that a man has when he is out on a business trip, and also because I've seen men go on business trips to meet with a woman that they're already associating with outside of their marriage. Men seem to believe in some falsehoods. They seem to believe that who they are as a person in their identity has to do with how women find them attractive and how much attention they get from the opposite sex, and even how much attention they get from men who want to view them as a womanizer or as incredibly sexy. This is a false worldview, and it's going to lead to the destruction of your marriage. I know people that not only have they destroyed their first marriages, but they've destroyed their second marriages, and now are on to their third and fourth marriages, which will most likely be destroyed as well. I know that you're a good husband, and I know that sometimes you're going to get put in these awkward situations and you don't really know what to do. And we're going to walk through some of the things that have helped me in the past deal with those awkward situations. So the first is don't look at other women. And I know that seems like an obvious one, but here's really what I'm saying is don't let other people see you look, and certainly don't allow her to see you look. And this can be really challenging because there's girls at the bar, and there's waitresses, and women are all around, and a lot of these women are looking for a good man, you know what I mean? So they're dressing in a way that would attract a male to look, and that is not her problem. That's your problem, okay? That's something you've got to deal with. Let's say you and the guys are all hanging out at the booth, and the smoking babe is walking by, and all the guys are like, whoa, guy, wow, you see that? You see that? That is a perfect opportunity for you to not look, right? That's a perfect opportunity for you to go down on your phone and text your wife. Okay, so that's the big thing right there, is when all the other guys start looking, or when everyone starts like talking about it, say, no, you just say, hey guys, I'm texting my wife. That's the only beauty that I even need. And you're just saying, hey baby, love you so much. I'm thinking about you right now, right? So intentionally don't look. Make sure that you are looking away. Number two is never be alone with a person of the opposite sex. That's period. I don't care if it's just in the hallway alone. I especially don't want to see you in a one-on-one situation at the bar or at a restaurant. I don't care if it's a business client. You need to bring in one of your colleagues, or she needs to bring in one of her colleagues as a chaperone, as a third-party objective witness. this, and this is for your protection, guys. You know, you don't want to be in a place where your colleagues, your buddies, they see you talking, you know, privately one-on-one with a girl who's maybe just a vendor. You know, maybe she's just like a younger vendor for one of the companies that you represent. But what happens is those guys might take that back to the office, or they might snap a picture of you on Instagram and be like, oh, Jim's locking it down, and your wife sees that, your wife's sister sees that, one of your wife's colleagues sees that. And now you're in a situation where your integrity is at risk, right? Because nobody was there to witness the conversation or be privy to the things that you two were saying, all because you didn't grab one of your bros, grab one of your dudes and say, hey, I'm gonna go talk to this vendor over here. Come on over with me. I'm gonna show you how business is done, bro, right? It doesn't even have to be like, oh, I need you to watch me, right? You don't even have to bring that up at all. Just bring someone else along. Hey, let's go over. I have a great email relationship with this vendor over here. Let's go talk to her and see if we can make some business happen. Come on with me, right? And bring someone along. If you are invited to go grab a drink with a female vendor, you need to ask her to bring someone else along. You say, hey, I'm gonna bring my buddy. You wanna bring one of your friends as well? And that way you've got a backup in case, you know, somebody flakes. There's still a third party person there. But I would encourage you guys to set a general rule that you will not be seen alone with another female at a bar table, at a bar top, or at a dinner table, because even though I know you're a good husband, it's not you, it's the susceptibility inside you, it's the pride that gets inside you, okay, that might cause you to stumble. And I'm not saying you're gonna go to bed with her, I'm just saying you might start to get flirty, you might have a couple drinks, and you might give her too many compliments, which she might be married. What if she's in a relationship and she rejects that movement from you? What if she tells your boss? That could just put you in an awkward situation, so never ever be in that position. Okay, next one, don't offer compliments to women from afar or women in your group. This kind of goes along with the first tip of not looking, but when the guys are talking, you know, and even some of the girls, and they're saying like, oh, that girl is so beautiful, even if she's not there, maybe they're not talking about a girl that's there, maybe they're talking about a girl that you all know in the workplace, or a girl that goes to your church, right? And they're just like, oh my gosh, Sarah is so pretty. And she is just, I mean, she obviously goes to yoga. She obviously works out, right? That sort of thing. This is where you need to honor your wife with your words, and don't just duck out of the conversation, right? Like, I think that's also honorable, to just not participate, to just kind of like, and not participate. I think that you could even go one step further and actually make the statement that, you know, I learned this from an old friend of mine, right, who used to say, all women look like buffalo except my wife. They all look the same to me. They're all not my wife. Say something like that. Say something like, you know who's beautiful? My wife is amazingly beautiful, and all other women, they just look like gray blurs to me. I can't really see too much of them, right? Offer something that honors your wife, as opposed to just ducking out of the conversation. That leaves people to guess what you're thinking about and where your mind's at. But if you kind of come out and you say something, you're like, you know who's hot? My wife. And I'm gonna go text her right now, guys. Thanks for reminding me of the most beautiful girl in the world. And then go to your phone and text your wife and let her know, hey, I was just thinking about you. And that's the final thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, is how to honor your wife and love your wife when you're on a business trip, is be constantly engaged with her. Constantly engaged with her. When you see a girl walk by and your flesh is gonna go, wow. Guys, my flesh does it too. I see it, it's like, oh my gosh. Boom, text your wife, right? Take that sexual energy that you have from being away from your wife, right? Me and my wife, we're hot and heavy, like, a few times a week. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta drink Gatorade just to stay up with all that activity. And so when I'm away, I get pent up, and I take sexual energy into the atmosphere, right, into the room. So a hot girl walks by and it might trigger something in me. And I'm being real honest with you guys right now. Take that energy to your wife. Baby, I miss you so much. I know it's only been 12 hours, but dang, I can't wait to jump into the hot tub with you, Or, hey baby, you know what? We don't shower enough together. How about you and I jump in the shower when I get back? Take that energy to your wife, right? Constantly. right? And this, you don't even have to wait until something triggers you. Just remember, set an alarm in your phone. When you go out on a business trip and you're in the Uber on the way to the airport, or maybe you're in your hotel room, set like 3 alarms to go off, right? Like morning, afternoon, and night. You say them like, hey Siri, remind me to text my wife at 1 p.m.
Okay, I added text my wife to your reminders for today at 1 p.m.
Hey Siri, remind me to text my wife at 3 p.m.
Okay, I added text my wife to your reminders for today at 3 p.m.
You see how easy that is? Set these alarms in your phone so that they go off while you're on your business trip, and you remember to text your wife and engage with her, and you know what? You are gonna light her up. She's gonna recognize that while you're away, you're thinking about her, you're thinking about the kids, right? And that you are honoring your marriage and you are honoring her with your thoughts and with your eyeballs. And I'm getting emotional here because we should be men of honor. We should be men of honor that bring pride to our family. When our parents and our grandkids talk about us, they should talk about us like the warriors of the past. As a man who brought honor to this family. He honored his wife. Right? He honored his family and he didn't bring them shame, because adultery and pornography and cheating and divorce brings shame to you and to your family, no matter what Hollywood says, no matter what your buddies at the bar say. And I know that you're better than that. And living a thriving, sexy marriage will make you free. Thanks for watching. We got a ton more videos over here on the side. I hope that you'll geek out on those today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos that will improve your marriage and get you to a place where every day is like your honeymoon. I'll see you next time.